Okay, so this video that I'm going to do is to help students work through the Common Application process. So once you know that your colleges are going to require you to use the Common App, you want to go onto this website, commonapp.org. You would log in. Actually, you have to create an account first if you don't have a login ID and password. So you would create an account here, okay? And it will come to a page where you can sign in if you've already got an account, or you can create an account by clicking on this and answering the questions. So I'm going to go ahead and go on to the account that I created. They do allow counselors to have a practice applicant, to be practice applicants, so that we can help our students. So the first thing that I encourage students to do is to put in their colleges. So they click on the college search, and you're going to put in the name of the school. Say I want to add Stonehill College, and put in Stonehill. And search for the school, and it comes up, and I add it, okay? So once I've added all my colleges, they go onto a dashboard, and I have added a few in here already. And what's nice is this is a nice spreadsheet so that you know when your deadlines are, whether or not you've completed your application. It would have a check mark. Whether or not you completed the writing supplement, if there is a writing supplement. And you can remove it if you don't want to apply there anymore, okay? So under each school, and it will show you the additional writing supplements and the college questions and what you need to write, okay? But the even more detailed information is under the My Colleges section right here. And under this My Colleges section, it has all of your deadlines and dates. It has the different fees, the number of recommendations that they require, all sorts of information, and if there is an additional essay that needs to be written, like Boston College has additional writing supplement here, you can read what that might be, okay? It says I'm a practice person, so I can't see that. But the different questions that they do ask, these are the different prompts for that additional supplement. Some schools don't have this at all. For example, let's see, I don't know that Stonehill has an additional supplement. See, they don't. They just have their regular questions. So under each college, there'll be specific questions to the college, when you're going to start, what deadline. If Stonehill College is a test optional school, so you're going to choose which one you want to do. And under the academics page, it will also ask you like what you intend to major. Sometimes they ask you additional questions about the college specifically. Okay? So the other thing that you need to do under each one is do the recommenders and FERPA. Once you do that, it sets it up for all schools. As you can see on this page, when you look at the FERPA, if you click on that, it views the details of a FERPA and what that means, and the release of authorization right here. If you read this, it tells you that FERPA gives you the right to review confidential letters of recommendation under certain circumstances. It's the Federal Family Educational Rights and Privacy Act. So you need to sign it. You will be asked if you want to waive your rights to read your letters of recommendation, which we encourage you to do so because we've been told by colleges, and it says right here, most colleges would like you to do that because it reassures the admissions rep that the letters are candid and truthful. And then it says also right here, some recommenders may refuse to write a letter for you unless you waive your rights. And counselors and teachers do have a right to refuse writing letters of recommendation if you do not waive your right. So it's up to you how you want to to respond, but we do encourage you to waive your right for the reason that you really wouldn't ask somebody to write a letter of recommendation if you didn't trust them and know that they're going to write a good letter. Okay? So you check the box that you've fully understood that. You move to the page where you're releasing authorization, and the first box is that you release your high school. You authorize that they are that you allow them to send all of your transcripts and letters of recommendations to the school. And then you select either I waive my right or I do not waive my right. And then you check the box, I understand my waiver or no waiver selection above pertains to all college to which I apply, and that my selections on this page cannot be changed once I sign. So you sign it, you date it, and you save it. Once you've done that, you're all set to go and connect your Common App to Naviance, okay? And I'll go over that as well. Underneath this part, you can see where it says Invite Recommenders. This is not for Dighton-Rehoboth Regional High School teachers and counselors. This is for outside people, perhaps a coach that doesn't work for the school or an employer that doesn't work for the school. You could do that. You could invite them. If you read below, it says under the counselor and teacher part that your school, meaning DR, is using Naviance eDocs for transcripts, school reports, and teacher recommendations. So you have to go in to Naviance to request your letters of recommendation, and through Naviance, not through Common App. Okay, and we did go over that in our in the first and second video as well as in class. So students should know how to do that. If not, they can come and ask their guidance counselor, and we'll show them again how to request those letters of recommendation. So the third tab in here is the actual application, okay? And the actual application, you have to go through each section. So you've got the profile section where it's basic information about you, the family section where you're writing in information about your parents. So sometimes you need support to go through this process with a parent, parents' help. The education piece is very important. You want to make sure you've got Dighton-Rehoboth Regional High School in there. You've got all this information that is starred, and that you've filled out the correct counselor's name, job title, email, and phone number. You want to continue on to the grades throughout each section. Under the grades section, your graduating class is about 200 students. There is no selection for them to report ranking at a 5%, so we can only use the decile reporting rank, even though your transcript will break it down into fives, like we do have top 5%, top 15%. And your transcript will go to the college, so don't worry about that. But for reporting on Common App, you would put in the decile, you would put in whatever that rank is that you see on the transcript that we've given you a copy of. All our ranks are weighted. Your GPA is also weighted. You will use the numerical number for the cumulative GPA and on a scale of 100. So you would put all of that information in there. You want to go through each section, and as you continue, you will see different things that you might have questions about. So what we do is, we tell all our students to do is work through this, and as you are working through it, and you do have questions, jot down those questions so that during our individual meetings, we can go over them and answer your questions, okay? It will take about an hour to go through each question. Under the writing section, if you haven't written your essay yet for the Common App, it does give you the prompts that you can use, and you pick a prompt. You might spend some time working on it in a Word document and then copying and pasting it pasting it right into here.